guys, welcome to another top 10 list. Welcome to my top 10 list for, now this time, overrated characters. I did the underrated because that's what I like to do normally, but now it's time for the overrated, which I don't often do, but here we go. These are characters which others seem to like and I just don't understand the reason why, or just characters that were not necessarily bad characters, but are just overly praised. And some of these are, I'll admit, some of them are odd choices, but whatever, let's get to it. And not only is this coming from my perspective and just my opinion, but this is for everything. Movies, television shows, video games, anime, comic books, etc. Anyways, no honourable mentions, no dishonourable mentions, because 10 is enough for an overrated list. Anyways, number 10, Crash and Eddie from the Ice Age sequels. I'm mainly going from like the second to fifth film because most people can agree with them that they are the complete idiots in the Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild. Don't watch that if you haven't yet, but even before that, I never found them all that funny, and I thought they were useless sidekicks who don't do much but, you know, cause trouble, and the jokes that they tell don't make me laugh in the slightest bit. There's one funny moment from them in Dawn of the Dinosaurs, but that's kind of about it. Number 9 is Peppa Pig. I was never really a fan of Peppa Pig, not even when I was a kid, mainly because I don't see the appeal of Peppa Pig as a character, and not even for a kids show in my personal opinion. But one of the reasons why I find her overrated is because in the episode Mr. Skinny Legs, she and her brother George were playing with a spider, which is a bad idea, especially in Australia, where they are poisonous, and it's just a bad moral for young children. Not to mention Peppa Pig herself is just, you know, an annoying character that won't shut up. Anyways, number 8 is Mowgli, Legend of the Jungle. Mowgli, Legend of the Jungle 2018 from Netflix is just overrated in general. Now, I know there are people who don't like this movie and consider it inferior to the Disney version of the Jungle Book, both animated and live action. I agree with that big time. But there's some people who like praise this version for following, you know, they think they follow it's for following the original book's tone a little more and saying that being a dark version works. No, it does not in this case. No, it does not in this case. And the biggest example is this movie's version of Big Hero, as he's completely mean-spirited He's completely mean-spirited, yeah. During the scene where Mowgli asks him to save him, he says, "Nope, you're an animal. You're not an animal. You're human. Bye." Which is very harsh and mean-spirited to say. And sorry. Sorry. Where am I? I don't understand how anyone can like this movie. But I'll be redoing my review of it soon to show why my opinions never have changed, but since I first saw it, so stay tuned for that. But still, Bagheera, this version of Bagheera, overrated character. Number 7 is Lenny Loud from The Loud House. The Loud House to me is just overrated in general because I know a lot of people love it and that's fine, but personally I cannot get into it. Lenny Loud is just overly praised and I don't see the reason why, because I don't see anything appealing about her, since she's just loud, no pun intended, uninteresting, and just won't shut up for 5 minutes, let's just say that. Anyways, coming at number 6 now is Minoru, an odd choice, but hear me out. Minoru Mineta from My Hero Academia. Unlike most of my picks, yeah, this is an odd choice because, yes, there are people who dislike him, and if you do, good. But I actually know a few people who find him funny, and he's not. He's basically a pervert who likes to chase ladies, and that does not make him a hero at all. It makes him a creepy character, especially when he looks through the girls' changing room.
I want to see Yajirozu's curves, Ashido's slender waist, Hagakure's floating underwear, Uraraka's super fine body, Asui's unexpectedly soft movies! That's Jiro's earphone jack! What a brutal and precise surprise attack from next door!
Ugh, thanks, Kyoka.
Despicable.
Coming at number 5 is Tinky Winky, Dixie, Lala, and Poe from Teletubbies. I know it's odd for me to put these 4 characters from a kids show on this list along with Peppa Pig, but whatever. Now I'll admit, I did grow up with the Teletubbies, and for someone who's British myself, I still enjoy a lot of old school classic British kids shows, such as Thomas the Tank Engine, which still holds up to me. Same thing with Fireman Sam, Postman Pat, and Bob the Builder. I think those hold up as well. But Teletubbies does not hold up to me at all. I don't think because I think it has no substance to it. I don't think the stories have that much effort put into them. And as for Tinky Winky, Dipsy, Lala, and Poe, well, let's just say they aren't that funny. They are just really annoying. And sorry if I'm just nitpicking about this, but it's my list. Number 4, Ming Lee from Turning Red. I still like Turning Red, but if there's one character from the film that I find overrated, it's Ming Lee, aka Mei Lee's mother. She's overrated because she's overprotective of her daughter, Mei, when she goes to her favourite boy band's concert, who Ming is not a fan of, and basically gets angry and turns into a giant red panda at the concert. Plus, aside from being overprotective, there's a scene where she's kind of mean to a kid at a store, and so much so, as much as I enjoy the film, she's the only character that I cannot stand in it. Number 3 now is Mulan, the live-action version of Counterpart only, so 2020 version of Mulan, I should say. As much as I enjoy these live-action remakes along with the animated originals, the live-action remake of Mulan is the only one that I find overrated and cannot stand compared to the original. Mainly because this live-action version of Mulan isn't anything like her animated counterpart or even close at all. They just make her perfect, like knowing how to already fight, when in the original she learns how to fight and pretends to be a man. Also in this one, she doesn't pretend to be a man at all. Stupid. Anyways, number 2 is John Herbert / Herbert the Pervert from Family Guy. John Herbert is overrated because people including Seth MacFarlane say that he's funny because he's a pervert. No, he is not. Yes, he was a heroic during World War II, but he's a creepy old man who likes to stalk young boys, especially Chris Griffin. And because of that, I'm not a fan of him. And speaking of Family Guy, he's not the number 1. The number 1 most overrated character, in my opinion, is... who else but Quagmire? Yep, Quagmire. Dan Quagmire from Family Guy. And yes, he loves the ladies, but what makes him creepy is the fact that he's a sex predator that somehow likes to rape other women.
Hey there, sweetie. How old are you?
16.
18. You're first.
Mom!
I like where this is going. Giggity, giggity, giggity.
Did you have sex with this underage girl?
I don't want to go to jail, but I really want to take credit.
And that's why he's my number 1 pick for the most overrated character, and he needs to giggity get written out of a show. So yeah, those are my top 10 picks for overrated characters, in my opinion, so keep that in mind. So, what are your picks for overrated characters in my opinion? Give me your picks. You'll probably have different answers from me, but tell me down in the comments, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.